Ho ho ho! Hello, hello. How are you? We're playing League of Legends today, okay? We're playing League of Legends because I want to play a game of League of Legends, and it's been a little bit, and we're gonna do a little Twisted Fate game. It's gonna be just a grand old time. Let me turn on some muse. Get a little music up in here. Where's the music? Where's the music? I'm looking. I'm actually looking. Where's my music? Hold on. Sessions. Diana. Play. Not mute it. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're cooking with fire. Let me just get down here. Get my chat on my phone going. We're queuing right now, so bear with us here. We're gonna play a game of League of Legends. It's been a while since we played a video game on stream, and then we're gonna hop into the programming to see what happened with our collision boxes, which apparently was all kinds of fuzzed up. So we gotta see what's going on there too. That'll be fun. All right, I'm excited. Oh, today's gonna be great. We're starting early. We're gonna have a long stream today, and I figured if I'm gonna have a long stream, I'm gonna make y'all learn it. All right. Yara, hello. Welcome to the low view stream until we start programming. Then it'll increase. Whenever I stream League of Legends, I always get like negative viewership, but we'll get there, chat. Look, Mom, I'm VTubing. Plus, a lot of people get kind of, I don't know. They're not used to seeing me like press buttons and shit. I feel like this might make people feel uncomfortable. I don't know yet, but we'll see. We're gonna be good today. We're gonna carry this game. I've had a bit of a history on the recently. Whoops, don't care. We've had a bit of recency on the channel, or not channel, but like on the account. So I've been losing games I shouldn't be losing, and I've been winning games I shouldn't be winning. I don't understand it. We've been playing a lot of Twisted Fate. Get behind my fat head. We've been playing like almost exclusively Twisted Fate. And there are games I lose that like, painful, chat. Painful. But it's okay. We're only gonna go up from here, all right? That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, hold on. Copy. I am VTuber Delight. Paste. Okay, we are gonna play Mr. Twisted Fate. Oh my goodness, how's everyone doing today? We just started 2 seconds ago. Now again, we're gonna have pretty low viewership until we actually start programming. But hey, what's a game of League of Legends? Get to embarrass some bronzies. Wait, what am I banning? Are we banning Yasuo? I can handle Yasuo's Twisted Fate. It's not impossible, but do I want to play against him? Because let me tell you, our poor top laner needs a Mordekaiser ban. I know it. You know it. I'm gonna ban Yasuo. No, we're not banning Yasuo. We're gonna ban Mordekaiser. Fuck that character. Karma ban. Ooh, that's their top laner for sure. Why would you ban Karma and not Mordekaiser? What does Karma do that Mordekaiser can't? What an interesting choice of top lane ban. Then again, I guess it could be like just somebody who hates Karma. I guess that could happen. I could see how that would annoy a person or two. I could see it. Apparently, since we're waiting on this now, I have scaling HP, right? Okay. So since we're waiting on this now, let's talk for a second about the programming. What the fuck did I program? This is incorrect. We'll talk about it, but I need a way to exclude these outer triangles from the rotated triangle for our point and rect collision engine. Dude, how did I do this? I get we have min X and max X, min Y and max Y, but holy guacamole, I didn't even think about like the excluded triangles. Oh well, we'll talk about it in like maybe 45 minutes when we actually, you know, start programming. Jarvan? Huawei? Okay, I have no complaints there. They're legit. Chat, this background is just staring into my soul. I'm not a weeb, but maybe we should change the background. How many subs though? About to, oops. about to hit 1,000 followers on Twitch. So, you know, I'm a pretty big deal. They're gonna come in here and be like, a 4-view streamer. I start 3 minutes ago. Start 3 minutes ago. Streaming a game I never play. Does Orn counter Darius? Darius should be fine. Darius is a bully. Orn's gonna do an okay job putting you off, but I think it's more likely to be Orn support, isn't it? Lux mid? I think that's more likely to be the case, isn't it? Oh, Pantheon mid. Okay. If I knew that, I would have changed my ruins a little, but okay. I didn't think they would go Pantheon in the Mantheon role. It's okay. I think Pantheon's purpose here, why he picked it into Twisted Phase, he thinks he's just gonna follow me and bully me the whole game. I don't think they're gonna be that successful. After we feed the other enemy team, we're not gonna feed the enemy team, we're gonna feed on them, all right? Chat, what are you doing in the corner? Just get down there. There you go, so much easier to read. Sleepy Mushroom, hello. Why are you, Sleepy Mushroom, why is your name so much more to on the bottom of my screen? Why is your name so much further left than your co-viewer's name? Isn't that weird? Hello, welcome to the pre-game show. When we play a game of League of Legends. Now I'll have you guys know, I've been playing this game since fucking season 1, all right? I'm playing ranked since season 2, because back then it took like, I don't know, 300 games or something stupid. No clue, maybe too much text. Oh. But yeah, I've been playing this game a long time. Now, I'm not saying I'm good, but I am saying I do have good builds. Very good chance. Well, I don't know. They are pretty tanky. If Pantheon and Viego build tanky, we'll probably go attack damage build, because Varus is enough magic damage where it's not going to hurt our team too much. Same with me. If they go squishy because we're in bronze and they will all go squishy, then we'll go blue card build and just one-shot everyone, which will help because the Jhin, well, Jin's not really a problem in bronze anyway, right? Like, Jin's so just slow. I guess it's a problem if he, you know, gets ignored. But that's why I exist. That's why I like Twisted Fate so much. Oh, excuse me. That's why I like Twisted Fate so much, because he just handle problems, you know? Random question, is Path of Exile an orthographic camera view or a perspective? It's a isometric. It's neither. Orthographic means orthogonal, so you're thinking like up down or something. Path of Exile is an isometric action RPG a la better Diablo. It's the spiritual successor to Diablo 2. Because Diablo 3 took Diablo 2 and they asked themselves, how can we appeal to as many people as possible? Also, 3 streams. Oh, thank you. Path of Exile took Diablo 2 and was like, how can we make this shit 10 times more deep and unnecessarily choice? It's a very well-designed video game. If you ever listen to like video game designers, a lot of them take inspiration from Path of Exile. Like RuneScape developers, I believe they found inspiration from Path of Exile with Ultimatum. I don't know how much I like this invasion here, Jarvan. It's a little bit spicy. Okay, I'm just gonna run up and ward. Oh, hello. All right, good enough for me. Let's go. I don't want to stay there. That sounds... I don't like that. Once they know you're there, I'm always so scared. Oh no, guys, I don't know about this. The bug! Hi, bug! Aren't you just adorable? We're gonna whip ass this Twisted Fate today. We're just gonna play one game of League. I want to kill like the enemy team 20. My goal is 15 kills, 0 deaths. 1 death. I get 1 death difference, okay? 12 kills. 12 kills, 1 death. Doesn't matter the assist, okay? That's the goal here. So, Twisted Fate. You're in a game with my dad. Who's your dad? Oh, I don't even need to ask. He's Darius. I don't even need to ask. Your dad is the most Darius. Darius is like the old man champ, okay? Also, yes, Pantheon's not a super easy lane, but we're Twisted Fate. We're pretty malleable here, really. Pantheon, you are getting greedy. We're just gonna play it safe. Our goal is to not die, by the way. Pantheon is only scary when, you know, you actually die to him. So we're just gonna sit back, we're gonna farm. Nope, try again. I don't know. He's definitely not Hwei. He might be Jarvan. He was really in the game. Jarvan was the only other one who was like paying attention. So I'm thinking that's not your dad, because anyone over the age of 30 is not that responsive in video games. They're like, they need to, let me take out the dog real quick. Well, hi there, Mr. Somebody's son. I don't know if you know VTubers. We're all creepy. Don't trust us. Okay, Viego just died. Or Jarvan just died. Why does Pantheon get a speed boost after that? Isn't that dumb? Again, our goal here is just not die. When you're this early against Pantheon, that's all you gotta do. That's all your team cares about. Just don't die. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna be a little lame. I get it. I understand it, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? He's in the bot lane? Oh, he's Varus. Well, can you tell your dad to not feed the enemy lane, please? Oh, no, your dad didn't die. No, he's legit. He's good. His support sucks. I'll say that for him. Okay. Pantheon's shoving, but that's okay. We're not going to be much of a threat until, like, level 7 anyway. Oh, level 6. Let's be honest. So Pantheon's winning CS, but again, he's an early game character. That's why he's trying to kill me so hard, because that's his win condition. And that's why we are just going to farm from a distance. I would love a gank middle. Holy cow, this guy is free low. I do have minion destabilizers or whatever. We're not going to worry about that until later. Or now. Okay, so we're pretty even in farm-ish. Normally I would back here because I have teleport and he doesn't. The other advantage of Twisted Fate. I have 2 teleports. So we're going to queue this last creep here, and then we're probably just going to go back. I have teleport, you're good. I'll be there. Just ward and I'll be there, Jarvan. Jarvan, ward! I have teleport if you need help. Okay, okay, okay. My goal was, is if he warded somewhere, I could help him. Chat, why don't I have sound in the game right now? There we go. There we go. Now I hear it. Okay, well, there's our first gank against us. Oh, Pantheon wants that kill so bad. Well, at least I'm denying him. That's the good part. I don't know how I feel about this at all. I mean, I have flash, but... So I'm going to shove hard here. He only has... This is his weakness of going Ignite for, like, kill lane stuff, is that he is... he's going to really struggle here. He's either has to miss CS or I get to poke him all the time. We have ult. I'm probably going to go bottom with it if bottom was not AFK right now. I wanted to, sorry. To whoever's dad is bot lane, if you guys were both there right now, I would have ulted you, but sorry, you're a little bit not together-ish. And I don't want a 2v2 there, Jin. And Lux. You can't teleport to wards? Melly, hello! Also, yes. Thank you. Sorry. It's been a while since I've done teleport play. I'm learning it again. Pantheon's missing, so he's gonna ult. Oh, he went back, didn't he? Yeah, he went back. It's okay. Oh, there's his ult. Ow. Ow. Ow, I fucking hate Pantheon. Okay, there was that. Okay, well, fuck me. It's a Pantheon. What do you expect? That's what he does. It's okay. He's ahead right now, but he's also had like 0 gangst against him so far. We'll just ult mid. Fuck it. I could make a play somewhere else, but everybody else is so shoved up anyway. We might as well just not lose the EXP. I value that more than helping my like top lane right now. Okay, so we get 1 death. That's fine. He doesn't have ult and he doesn't have teleport, so let's shove here. Well, he ulted? Yeah, well, that's what he do. Okay, we get 1 of these. I don't know if we can really contest this, can we? I mean, I will, but can we? If we're gonna contest, it has to be right now. Get the Jhin, get the Jhin, get the Jhin. Fuck the Lux. Why are we chasing the support? Guys, she's the support. Oh my god. Team. Team? Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, that was scary. Okay, team, please. Do not chase the Lux. She is the support, okay? Yes, do dragon. Fuck the Lux. Fuck the Lux. Fuck the Lux. Do the dragon. Also kill these red wards. Why are you maxing Q? Because I'm AP Twisted Fate? Why would you not max Q? You want to max Q in order to shove out the lane really quick. That's the purpose of it. Buddy, if you want to fight this, I'll fight you. Okay, okay, now I'm scared. Ah! Team! Oh, I'm a god. Just bow to me. Bow to me. Oh, I am so goddamn good at this game. Holy shit. Just appreciate. Oh, they're pissed. They're gonna dive me. They're so pissed. Oh, shit. Oh my god, he's... They're so mad. Oh, that was good. All right, we saved Dragon, thank god. Okay, how do we win this? I think that was a good play. I wish that my team focused a lot less on Lux and more on their AD carry, but you get what you get. Okay, I can handle this. You're good, Hui. Even AP maxes E and then W? Disagree. I disagree hard. I think it is... that's why you go minion destabilizer or whatever. You want to clear out their whole waves. You want to clean out waves, roam. Fuck maxing E. Why would you max E as AP Twisted Fate? Maybe to keep your build options open, because if you don't max E, you don't ever have the option to go AD, but... no, I would never max E over Q, personally. Wait, why am I scared of you? You're weak. Oh my god, fucking ganks! Oh wow, you just ran away. That could have killed me, but okay, thanks. Thanks! Hey, I like this jungler. Alright. Man, bronze, huh? I can kill him. I have ult. We'll probably just wipe out this wave and then roam. See what happens. Oh, look at that. I maxed Q, clearing out whole waves. Also, hi, Melly. How are you? It's been a while. Okay, so we have a maxed out Q. I can ult bottom. I can ult top. Never mind. Nobody's there. All right. Well, that was awkward. Oh, shit. God, does Pantheon ult anywhere else besides mid? Please! Come! Help! Whoop, see ya. Oh my god, Jarvan! I'm gonna be honest, I didn't expect Jarvan to just ult away. I was hiding behind him for the Jhin ult, and he just ults onto the Pantheon out of nowhere. I'm like, oh shit, if you had that up, use it! Drop the bus! J4 sold? Yeah, sold my soul to the goddamn devil. Why is everyone mid right now? Hello? Back up, please. Back up, please. You guys aren't gonna win. Back up, please. Oh, guys, you're not gonna win this. Oh, this is so scary. Jarvan doesn't have ult! Okay. God damn it. That was probably not worth it, but okay. Oh, definitely not worth it if you die. Oh, this is so not good. This game's getting a little bit out of control right now. Bot lane's doing well. Our Varus is doing well, to be fair. Varus is doing well. Top lane is struggling, but, you know, that's a thing. People knew he had Darius, so Ornn knew what he was doing. Oh my god. Fucking traps. Okay, Pantheon doesn't have ult. I have ult and teleport. Let's go bottom. Why did I not ult? No! Wait, why didn't my ult go off? I'm so sorry. Oh, that was my fault. I am so sorry. My ult didn't go off. I don't know why it didn't. I saw it go off. Was I not in range? I thought I was. Okay, that was my fault. That's the first blown ult I've had in a while. That's kind of funny. I'm ready to learn C++. Wolf, so am I. We just have one game of League that I want to win with. Listen, chat, all right, this is the blue card build. If you guys have never seen this, blue card builds is an assassination build. And what better way to play Twisted Fate than by assassinating people? You know, the thing he's known for to do. I fucking knew that guy was coming. I have teleport up, so I could go back if I wanted to. Pantheon's, well, he's Pantheon. He's gonna do what he's gonna do. He has a full item over me, though. There's no shot I'm even gonna be a threat to him. Oh, hello. Oh. Okay, so that's dragon for them, but we already stole the first one, so we're good. Oh, we're feeding them. I wasn't wrong. No, we're not feeding them. Listen, all right? We're blue card build. We have nowhere to go but up. I just need a top laner to not die to their tank, and I need... Oh, God. I need the Viego to stop yanking me. That would be pretty nice. Okay, now I need help. Oh, my God, the poking. Varus is alone. I don't know what Darius is doing. Darius should be top right now. Okay, I'm gonna go top then. Are we fighting this? Really? I think this is a terrible idea. Okay, yeah, we're leaving. Yep, that's about right. I got one at least. I have no mana though. Just back up away, please. Don't get lazy. I have to blue card. Oh, there's a flash. Hello. Varus, I rip. Just rip. Just, okay. I mean, that was a cute ult. I liked it. Appreciate it. Can't really help you though. I was out of mana. Sorry. Ow. Okay, I have teleport and ult, so we can go back here. I have a lot of gold to spend too, so I think we're in pretty okay shape. Boom, mana, double AP, beautiful. Let's teleport bottom, shove bottom out, and then we can ult mid if I have to. Gary E, you are so Lee. What? Okay, so they have Rift Herald. Do we even have any like little shitters, the Void Grubs or whatever? Do they have all those too? Is this like a jungle fill? What's going on with this Jarvan? Okay, they're all mid, so I am free to take this, I think. Oh yeah, we're gonna take this guy. Oh, kill him! Okay, well, shit. Sorry, I thought I had more damage than that. I can't do anything. Whoop! He's aiming for me, I can tell. Okay, well, let's go back. That was a kind of a fail on my part, but whatever. I didn't die. So we're doing okay. We're getting a lot of shutdown gold. Pantheon is worth a lot of shutdown gold. Same with their top lane. Okay, now we save for death cap. If this seems like a weird build, it's because it kind of is. Going death cap third is kind of taking the piss, but whatever. Like, it's not gonna, the game's not gonna end in the next, 5 minutes. Oh, there's a Viego farming for free. What elo is this? Hey, those are fighting words. Careful, all right? Don't be tossing around elo. All right, not all of us can play this game for a living, okay? Also, I'm not gonna say it's not bronze 3. Oh, hello. 3, was that, did Jarvan activate that vision thing? I hope he did. Are we fighting this? I don't hate this fight. Never mind, I hate this fight. My god, the pink ward's everywhere. Okay, let's just shove bottom. Darius should be able to do something here besides walk around our jungle. I'm gonna trust my team to hold this fight off. If they can't, our game is lost anyway, Like, I can't single-handedly hold them all back. I'm just gonna split push. It's one of those situations where if they can do that this early and just shove our inhibitor turret, say no, and just shove our inhibitor turret, there's no point in even, like, playing the game. So there was a teleport top, so they can't teleport to me, which is what matters. Let's just shove this. Obviously, they're gonna come for me, but I'm gonna die for this. It's kind of important we get back on track. Hi, Pantheon! How's it going, champ? See ya, nerd! Fucking moron. Just interested, did not play for a while. Oh, no problem, no problem. It's all good. We have teleport up, so I can go right back to bottom lane. Actually, I'm gonna teleport there. Hello. So Jin's gonna get scared off. I did not see the Lux there. Fucking Lux. God, I hate damage supports. Sorry. I really don't like damage supports. Sorry. I look at a support character and I think, wow, this guy's not going to be much of a threat and it's just pure utility. As I die to them, it's like, oh, okay, well. Okay, well, I think this game's lost. It's pretty lost, guys. What went wrong this game? When I was at my prime to gank at level 6, I tried to roam bot to ult, but Hue went back or died or wasn't there and the Varus was alone. And the other two duo, the Jhin and the Lux, was in full health, so I couldn't ult bot. And top lane just shoved all game like a moron, so I couldn't do anything there either. I think I was just kind of stuck, just kind of waddling mid, just being against, a champion I don't want to lane against. So it's just, I think that's where a lot of our struggles were. So basically our mid lane, was like ineffective because like I just couldn't do anything. The whole strength of this character is to be able to go to different lanes and gank them. But if I don't have the opportunity, like what can I do, So a lot of it does rest on me. If I played like, I don't know, Yasuo or some other just insane duelist, I can just crush mid lane. But when they pick a Pantheon against the Twisted Fate, like I'm just, all right, well, I can kill you, by the way. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Oh, look who burns flash. Oh, that hit you? I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Okay, good job. Ah! Damage support, ladies and gentlemen. Damage support. Can we still win? I doubt it. We're losing too much now. Like, our bottom lane Varus was fine, but that Hui, oof. Was it even the Hui? Honestly, I put that more on just Lux being annoying. You can come back? Well, there's coming back and then there's just accepting reality. I'll toss out the surrender just to see what people think, but if they want to play it out, I will. I'm not going to give up, but it's going to be a rough game. I'm glad I went assassin build though. The problem is Viego's not stupid and he went kind of tanky. Their top lane just went pure tanky. I can one-shot the... I know I can one-shot the Jhin. I know I can one-shot the Lux. I probably cannot one-shot the Pantheon just because of how his skill works. I think I'm gonna just ult bottom. Let's force him. They don't have teleport up yet, so we're just gonna take a turret and compensate for the tower or the Baron loss. They're all gonna come bottom, but who gives a shit? I'll die for this. Oh my god, fucking Lux. All right, we're gonna die, but hey, we'll die with style. See ya. All right, now we teleport somewhere. I'm thinking we teleport bot again. I kind of want to teleport there or something. No, don't get greedy. We're gonna wait. Okay, we almost have death cap. That kind of matters. I can ult that Jhin. I don't want to ult characters until I get I don't want to ult characters until I get to the point of like having a death cap or something. Until we get like 5 items, you know? I will say we are getting items really slowly this game because I have like no farm. No surrender, only win? Yeah, sure. Again, if my team can't... Darius, what are you doing? Oh, Darius. If my team can't like beat him or can't like hold off 4v5 in a scenario where they hold the Nexus, it's just like we were gonna lose anyway. I might as well like get compensates for their play. All right, Darius gave us red buff. Let's see if we don't lose the game now. Okay, Pantheon's going back. I'm just gonna take this and run. He's gonna ult, but whatever. Yep, there's the ult. And he's slow. Okay, sweet. We got out alive. All right, next step. We need to steal dragon again. Well, we can get away with giving him one more dragon, but it's a big ask, you know? Darius is farming while the enemy team is destroying the Nexus, but okay, sure. Have fun, champ. Darius! Darius! Don't fuck me, Darius! Oh my god. Darius! Ah! I'm banning Darius. Okay, I'm not gonna deal with this. All right, my fucking, this is why I take cholesterol medication, chat. Fucking Darius players. You people are gonna be the goddamn death of me. All right, we're gonna go Void Staff now. They have too much magic resist. Ah. You're doing good, actually. Thank you. We're losing, but thank you. We lost 2 inhibitors and a Nexus turret, but I took their inhibitor. Their bottom, at least, so bottom's gonna be shoving. Oh, this is gonna be rough. I think I'm finally to the point now, by the way, where I can probably start like one-shotting the Jhin. When I get Void Staff into Shadow Flame, then I can truly one-shot him with a blue card, but whatevs. What would they be doing now? They just took dragons. I wish I had more wards than just the one I placed, but okay. So there's Lux, Viego. I'm looking for Jhin. That's the big dog. There's Pantheon. Let's ult now. There you are. Let's go kill him. There we go. One shot. Okay. So Jin's dead. Pantheon is now killing the rest of my team, so never mind. I thought we had a chance, but maybe this game is over. Oh, see ya. Not dealing with that shit. Guys, kill the thing, please. We don't have enough for Void Staff yet. Okay, there's another shutdown gold. Sweet. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Jarvan! Okay, there's another shutdown. Okay. Well, Darius! Darius, fuck the Viego! Oh my god! You're gonna end this goddamn game. Okay, well, let's get a Void Staff. Now we sell this, and now we pick up a Shadow Flame. Shadow Flame because it just guarantees the one shot. Actually, no, let's buy that. So now we can truly one-shot three of the 5 people on their team. We'll never one-shot the tank, but I might even be able to get Viego. Oh my god, Viego fucked up. He sold a Sterex. He's way behind in gold. Okay, we might actually have a chance now. I don't know why he sold Sterex. That feels like a big waste. I didn't mean to waste that auto. Okay, I have ult in 14, Baron's in 45. I might be able to time... I'm just trying to get my auto stacks up. I might be able to time getting the ult off on the Darius. Or on the Darius, on the Jhin. I'm just debating when to do that. Now! Oh, hello. Dying for this. It was worth it! It was worth it! Listen, if I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna make sure they see a goddamn gray screen the entire time until Elo leaves my goddamn account, okay? I'm gonna make sure they regret it. And yes, I was the one thing holding them off, so now they're just gonna push and win. But, woo! Okay, yeah, Pantheon has the right idea. You just run in and win at this point. Like, I was the only... Varus is kind of a threat by virtue of being an AD carry, but he only has 2 items right now. So, like, just for example, I'm at like 4.5 items right now, okay? Their tank is at 3, Viego's at 3, Pantheon's at 3.5, so people are starting to catch up. But this whole build's purpose is to be ahead in items. That's why I'm doing so much damage. How much gold are we away? We are 800 away from our Shadow Flame, which would be like true, just incredible damage. Our blue card is currently at 2,000, which is okay. It's not great. Let me charge my auto. Thank you. Ult in 28. I kind of wanted to teleport up there. Oh, his best standard. Okay, we're gonna win. We're gonna 3v1 right now. Go. Fuck the Lux. Okay, never mind. We lose. Lux is carrying. The damage support is carrying the game. Can you believe that? Chad, do you think if I banned Lux every game, these players would just collapse? No, because they can play Brand. Like, I wish I could just like have all 5 bans and I could just ban Brand, Lux, Xerath. Those are the big 3, right? Who else are damage supports? Lux, Brand, Xerath, Yasuo, Darius, because dumbasses on my team will pick Darius. Oh my god, he has 1 item at 30 minutes. How is that even possible? Don't you have enough passive gold right now to have 2 items? How did you buy an item and sell it? Oh my god. Yeah, Jack Show ain't gonna protect you from that damage, is it? Wish I had that gold, but okay. I was charging my auto. Okay, so now we have enough for our Shadow Flame, so that's good. So now whenever we auto somebody, we just crit for 20% more damage, so that's sweet. So now blue card will one-shot the AD carry. It won't even give him, like, a chance. I might just start killing the Lux. I can't believe that is why Lux is such a good support, because she is not even threatening in any way besides like making me burn my ult so the AD carry lives. She is like the best defensive support in the game by virtue of just everybody targeting her over me, or her over everyone else. All right, let's go. Ult. Okay, Jin's alone. We're just gonna kill him. One shot. Bam! Oh, I love this game. Okay, you ain't that fed, champ. All right, calm down. Okay, let's get out of here. I really don't want to fight this. Oh, there's Pantheon. Hi. Ah! Okay, there's Pantheon dead. I'm gonna go back. There's too many people running into our base right now. Let's buy a blue pot. And at this point, we're probably not even gonna have a chance, but we'll sell our boots for the other bursty item AP thing. Hey, that guy's dead. Hold him. There's one thing you're good for, and you miss it. Oh, I'm getting triggered. It's the one thing you can do late game, and you missed it. Oh my god, what an asshole. I can't believe it. How would you feel if I missed yellow card, you dick? Oh my god. All right, well, can we buy the last item? 2,900 gold for Storm Surge, so we are, I don't know, 1,000 gold away. Well, no, less than that, 200 gold. Please don't kill this wave. Please don't kill this wave. Thank you. Okay, that was very important gold for me to do there. That was very important. I still don't have enough, do I? You know what? I'm 100 gold away. I'm still gonna blame Darius for this. I'm gonna go kill the Jhin. See ya! Bam! Chat, if we win this game, I want you all to get on your knees in submission with how much I'm carrying this game, okay? I'm actually not even carrying right now. I am just killing their 80 carry over and over, but it does get one out of there. Okay, so they have Dragon Soul. Once they have Elder Dragon, game's gonna get rough. RFC is better? Sometimes. No, not in this case. It's not better in this case because while it truly is a godlike utility on Twisted Fate, and it probably should be built like probably half the time, it is still what we need now on Twisted Fate more than anything else is just raw damage. That's all we care about right now. We don't care about range. We don't care about utility. We're not a stun bot. We are the assassin on the team. Right now, I just need to kill people. And I can't kill people that well when I'm stun botting people, you know? If you're a stun bot, if you're kind of behind, like I would normally be here, yeah, that's why you get damage. One shot the fucking Pantheons. I'm dead. Yep. That's the support, by the way, that just one shot me, but okay. All right, that's the game. What a shame. Long game though, Jesus. 35 minutes. We are at max items at 35 minutes. And we even have a pot, but it's just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I can shut down like 2 of them, but then you have like an AP Lux support, quote unquote support carrying as well. Like I'm not gonna burn everything on a goddamn support. Like, it is what it is. Oh well. I tried. That top lane though, Jesus Christ. Even the jungler struggled a lot, but I don't know how much I blame him versus just it was being a rough game. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Sell trinket for 7th item slot based. All right. I just want to see damage done. I think I did like 50,000 minimum. Minimum. Oh, 41,000. No. Man, I was behind. Jesus. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. All right, GG. GG. All right. It is what it is. All right, enough distractions. Let's pick up Visual Studio. Let's make me a little smaller. And now we are going to program. Oh, let me switch the Twitch stuff. Video producer, stream manager, edit. Not League of Legends, it's software and game development. Closed. Music is fine. Switch screens. Okay. Woo! Are games act usually this long? No. Usually games are like 25, 30 minutes. If it goes longer than that, it's because something's wrong. And in our case, it was because I kept assassinating their strongest character over and over and over, so it just slowed the game down to a crawl. Usually games like end at 30 minutes. Okay. What are we doing today? Time to play League of Rectangle Math? Exactly. So what we're gonna do today is we have a bit of issue with our collision. Our issue with our collision is that our check for the boundary of if to do the expensive test hero collision function, our boundary is fine. Our actual collision function is kind of funky in a way I didn't even realize, because it looks like this. So what happens is inadvertently, I was accounting for the rotated rectangle, but I was taking the minimum X value and the maximum X value and just asking if the point is in between them. Not accounting for, you know, I just made a really big square, which is kind of a problem. So now we have issues where we're getting collision where we shouldn't. So now we have to ask ourselves, how do we exclude those triangles from this thing? I'm thinking this is like a trigonometry question, because these are all right triangles. They will always be right triangles. How do you exclude them? That's a tough question, right? I think it's the opposite, actually. I wonder if we're not excluding them, but rather oh no, that doesn't make a difference. It's difficult because these lines are imaginary. We only have the points, right? These lines we put in as humans in order to better understand these 4 points and where I want the boundaries to be, but they're currently not accounted for. I think this is a solved problem. It is a solved problem, I'm sure, but like, it's more fun if we figure it out on our own, right? So I think what I have to do is currently, because I know the minimum X, max X, min Y, max Y of this square, I do actually know where F, G, H, and I are as points on those instances of rectangles. You can try to solve it natively, but just learning math, not game or C++. Well then, how about this? Before I look up a solution, what do I think the answer is? I think the answer is you use point A, point F, and point B to find the length of the hypotenuse. No, you don't need point F for that, do you? Do you? You know these two lengths. You know the length of it already. Yeah, let's look it up. Let's see. Okay, you guys won me over. What's going on here? Where's my thing? Okay. C++. Rotated rectangle collision. Look cool. Oh, it's this thing again. Oh, sweet. That's cute. We did this before, or we kind of glanced at this before. Same side technique. A common way to check if a point is in a triangle is to find the vectors connecting the point to each of the triangle's 3 vertices and sum the angles between these vectors. If the sum of the angles is 2 times pi, then the point is inside of the triangle, otherwise it is not. It works, but it is very slow. So how does that work? So you have a point in a rectangle, and then you draw a line from that point to each of the angled vertices, or each of the vertices, and if the angle of all of those vertices sums to 2 pi, it's in the middle. What is that supposed to mean? Hold on, I need to draw this out. Where's paint? Okay, so we have a triangle. So the question is, hold on. Oh my God. So the question is, if I have this triangle, okay? And when we have a point in that triangle, okay, that's our point. So we have 3 angles we're gonna be measuring. That, and that. And the point of this is to measure now this angle. No. Yes. This angle, this angle, this angle, which makes 360 degrees. Oh. Hey, this is the thing I was talking about a while ago? Okay. So it works the same for rectangles then, right? Because if you have a rectangle and you have a point in that rectangle, you would measure each of these to make 360 degrees. Oh, that's smart. The only question is I don't know the implementation. It's a weird test, is it? Okay, well, that's one thing we can do now. I don't know how you would program the lines. Because I feel like if you can find the angle, that already solves my problem of our current implementation. If we just know the angle, we just exclude the triangles. It works, but it is very slow. Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about slow is in like, you know, we're like 3D space, million polygon shit. Okay, it's not that complicated for us. First off, forgive the nasty coloring. I'm really sorry about it, honest. Okay, A, B, and C form a triangle, and all the points inside of it are yellow. Lines A, B, B, C, C, A, each split in half. This is what we'll take advantage of. For a point, okay, that all makes sense. How do we tell if a point is on the correct side of the line? I'm glad you asked. Okay, if you cross product of BA and PA, you'll get a vector pointing out of your screen. On the other hand, if you take the cross product of BA and P negative A, you'll get a vector pointing at the screen. Aha! In fact, if you cross BA with a vector from A at any point above line AB, the resulting vector points out of the screen, while any point below AB wields a vector pointing into the screen. So all we need to do is distinguish which side of the point a point lies on to take the cross product. The only question is, how do we know what direction the cross product should point in? Because the triangle should be oriented in any way in 3D space. Thank you. There isn't a set value we can compare with. Instead, what we need is a reference point. Oh, the reference point would be the middle of the triangle. So what you would do is you would ask, is it relative? Oh, okay. That kind of makes more sense. Wait, why aren't you using SDL point and FRECT? Because FRECTs, floating rectangles, and SDL cannot rotate. That's why we're not using it. If we didn't care, yeah, if we didn't care about rotation, yeah, we would be using SDL floating rects, but now we're just making our own rectangles, which means we have to make our own collision. Bruh, you know how to find the angle. Inverse tangent to, oh, it's so easy. At any point where BA, blah, blah, blah. If the point was on the same side as A, B, as C, and is also on the same side of BA as C as A, same side of CA as B, then it is in the triangle. Implementing this is a breeze. We'll make a function that tells us if two sides are on the same side of the line and have actual point in triangle function call for each stage. Has no square roots, are cosine, strange projection. Okay, I don't know how much I like this technique. It's kind of confusing in the sense of like, it seems like you're testing for a lot of things to return such a simple... Then again, I guess if collision was simple, it wouldn't be complicated anyway. Point by reference! Ah. Point in triangle, same side. I kind of get it, kind of not. The barycentric technique. the advantage of the method above is that it's very simple to understand, so that once you read it, you should be able to remember it forever and code it up any time. It's just, hey, the point has to be the same side of each line as the triangle as the point that's not in the line. Cake. Well, there's another method that's also easy conceptually but executes faster. The downside is there's a little more math involved, but once you see it worked out, it should be no problem. Okay, this might be our style. We need a Gary-centric technique. By the end of this, you'll have a Gary-centric engine. So remember that the 3 points of the triangle define a plane in space. Pick one of the points and we can consider all of the locations of the plane as relative to that point. How far are you into your engine? We are this far. Oh, wait, hold on. We're fixing something. Oh, it's this shit. Hold on. I gotta undo some of this. There we go. We're this far. We're making a bullet shoot 'em up. And we have a sort of collision right now, but boop. So the idea here is now we're going to be fixing some of the collision because the collision box doesn't exactly match up with what we see on the screen, you know? Anyway, that's kind of where we're at with things. But we're almost done with the design part of it, the engine part of it. Soon we're going to be designing it. But hi there, Connor Sweeney. Your name reminds me of Conway Twitty. Okay. To be honest, we just need one algorithm that works as a baseline. Later on, we could browse other algorithms that have some benchmark to know which one is better for our solution. Are you saying this is hard? Hold on. The original equation is P, which is the point you're testing for, is equal to A. I'm guessing that's the angle. Oh, no, that's the vertices A plus U. Okay, I don't know what U is. Times C minus A plus V times... Okay, never mind. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, yeah, you're right. Let's do the implement installation. Okay, so... What is he doing here? A, B, and C form a triangle. All the points inside of it are yellow. The 3 lines each split space in half. And one of those halves is entirely outside of the triangle. This is what we'll take advantage of. Okay. For a point to be inside, it must be below AB. Okay, yeah, I know what point inside a triangle is. If any one of these tests fail, we can return it early. But how do we tell if a point is on the correct side of the line? Then we have 2 vectors. I'm guessing is, before we read on, there's going to be a point as defined as the middle of these three vertices. And if you're inside of the line or outside of the line is telling which side is equivalent to this. Does that make sense? Scroll to the bottom. The algorithm outlined here follows one of the techniques described in real-time collision detection. You can also find more information. Wait, what? Wait, I've read this side. Yeah, it's the God of War guy. Yeah, it's the God of War 2 guy. He made a book called Collision and everybody loved it a lot. So that's a thing. So what do we got here? If you take the cross product B and A, well, I think, okay, let me draw this in paint just so I understand it here because it's a little bit confusing. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a rectangle. Oh, what a beautiful rectangle. So now there's actually a couple of things going on. We are going to have 4 different tests about if a point is to this side of the rectangle, this side, and this side. Now, I kind of did this already where we got the min X and max X and the min Y and max Y. And we just tested if it was in between all of them. But that doesn't work when this rectangle is rotated. Because then you end up with just like a square, you know? Even if it's like this, you're gonna end up with a giant square of what that's in. And that's kind of our current implementation. So what we have to do is if it is inside of these lines at any given rotation, but it's not the X and Y we measure. It's the actual line. That's where it throws me off. How do I find what the actual line is? This isn't what I want though, right? This is not the formula we're doing. This is barocentric, and I wanted same side technique, you know? What do you mean actual line? I mean, in this triangle, right, you have points A, points B, or vertex A, vertex B, vertex C. I have 4 points because I'm a rectangle. The problem is how do you find the value of the line? Because that's what you're testing to like be over, you know? Now in this case, what they're doing is they have line AB, and that's just that. I don't know how you define that, but that is what they're testing against. So I guess we could see. So what is his formula here? So for functions same side with parameters 0.1, 0.2, A and B. I don't know what 0.1 and 0.2 is, but okay. C.1 is equal to the cross product of B minus A, P1 minus A, and then B minus A, P2 minus A. If dot product CP1, CP2 is greater than or equal to 0, then return true, otherwise return false. What? Function point and triangle, point ABC. What? How do we know? Okay, fuck that. You get a vector pointing out of the screen. That's what these two P's are. I mean, you can't just have a line object somewhere. You either describe a line by 2 points or by a point and a slope. Yeah, I get the idea of having, you know, XY and X2, Y2. I understand that, but I just don't understand the relationship between them that would define a series of points that you could then test if point A is in or not in the triangle relative to that line, if that makes sense. I know the answer is in front of me, but like, it's difficult for me to like understand what this guy's saying exactly. If we take the cross product of B minus A and P minus A, so B minus A, P minus A, you'll get a vector of pointing out to the screen. Is that really P minus A? I think that's BA. So line BA, line PA, there's now a vector pointing off. Okay, I get that. Gary, I have a dumb idea. Don't say copy paste. We're learning this shit, okay? Gary, do you know what a cross product is? What, like when you take like a pig and you like slice him in half and like take a picture and you see the cross product? On the other hand, if you take the cross product of BA and PA, you'll get a vector pointing into the screen. What? On the other hand, if you take the cross product of BA and P apostrophe. Oh, that's a P apostrophe. Oh, gee, that's so hard to see. No, that's a cross section. I'm not saying you should ignore math, but why not just copy the implementation and keep on learning other stuff first? It's fine. Yeah, but like, this is the other stuff. This is the other stuff. This is the stuff we are like putting off other things to learn, you know? You get a vector pointing into the screen. Okay, that makes sense. What does he mean by into the screen? Is that into the triangle? Aha. In fact, if you cross BA with a vector from A to any point above line AB, the resulting vector points out of the screen, outside of the triangle, while using any point below AB yields a vector pointing into the triangle. All we need to do is distinguish which side of line A points lies on, take a cross product. What? Excalidraw. Pick a tool and start drawing. What? You just gave me GIMP? Did this motherfucker just link GIMP and was like, here you go? The only question remaining is, how do we know what direction the cross product should point in? Because the triangle can be oriented in any way in 3D space. There isn't some set value we can compare with. Instead, what we need is a reference point. A point that we know is on a certain side of the line. For our triangle, this is just the third point, C. So, any point P where BA crosses PA, it does not point in the same direction as BA cross CA, isn't inside the triangle. What? So, any point P where line BA cross line PA does not point in the same direction as line BA cross line CA isn't inside the triangle. This doesn't even make sense. What is he saying? That's what all the cool Twitch devs are using these days. Yeah, well, Paint's gonna get an update and then they're all gonna come crawling back. It's like C++, chat. All these nerds are like, all these tech bros are like, oh, it's all about security and pointers and shit. Meanwhile, they all come crawling back to C++. All of you. Oh, it's all about Godot. No. It's about C++, bitch. Implementing this is a breeze. We'll take a function where... Oh, God. Take a function that tells us if 2 points are on the same side of the line, then the actual point in triangle function call for each stage. Okay, what's going on here? Cross product BA P1A. Cross product BA P2A. What does that mean? Is P apostrophe P2A? He kind of changed his terms there. I think the bottom one is like C or something, right? Where it's like, he changed terms 3 times. I think lowercase c is the point inside of the triangle that you know is inside of the triangle. And then you compare those 2 lines with the line. That seems so complicated, chat. I think those are vectors. Yeah, well, same thing. Game dev maths point and triangle.
In this video, we'll be deriving an efficient way of determining whether or not some point P lies within the triangle ABC. Pay attention to this diagram as I move point P around.
Oh shit.
As you can see, the blue line represents a vector pointing from A to B, while the red line is a vector pointing from A to C. Together, they describe the position of point P relative to point A. Perhaps this is a little clearer if I show the red vector starting from the end of the blue vector.
Okay, makes sense.
Now, the length of the blue vector is controlled by a weight variable called W1, and the length of the red vector is controlled by W2. When both of these values are 0, that means that point P is at A. If I move point P over to B, then you'll see that W1 is equal to 1 and W2 is equal to 0. If I move P over to point C, this will of course be the other way around. Okay, so this is an interesting way of describing the position of point P, but how does it help us with our task? Well, notice that if I move the point out past the edge AC, then W1 becomes negative. If I move the point out the other side, then W2 becomes negative. And if I move the point out past edge BC, then W1 plus W2 will add up to be greater than 1. So, if we can figure out the values for W1 and W2, we have a very easy way of determining whether or not P is inside the triangle.
Okay. This makes significantly more sense than whatever the fuck he was trying to describe here. Or is he describing this? If you're greater than 0, less than 0. Ah, so this is what the video is about, is the second thing. So you're making two vectors here, I think. Whereas this is just same side testing. Oh. It's the same? I mean, I get it. I don't know how you'd implement it, but I get it.
Let's write an equation for the coordinates of point P. So we can say P is equal to A
plus W1, B minus A plus B, yeah, okay, it's the second one. I don't think these are going to make any sense to Gary. It makes sense when it's like explained to me.
Plus W1 multiplied by B minus A plus W2 multiplied by C minus A. So this is just a mathematical representation of what we saw in the diagram.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now going to
write where W1 and W2 are the two vectors.
Equation out again twice, once for the x-axis and once for the y-axis. I'll then
wait. Oh yeah, no, it's each vector, but no, that is one vector. Oh, that's right.
Arrange the second equation to get W2 isolated on the left. We can then easily take this expression for W2 and substitute it into the first equation to get a new equation with only one unknown, W.
Okay, yeah, this is a little over my head. Oh yeah, okay. Now I see why you guys were like, bail, Gary, bail. Okay, I get it.
1. Our task now is to isolate W1 on the left side of this equation. This should be fairly straightforward algebra, although...
Oh yeah, super simple, straightforward algebra, guys. Child's play.
Having this many variables, it is quite easy to make a mistake. So let's work through this methodically. I'll first get rid of this fraction by multiplying everything by cy minus ay.
Okay.
I've also multiplied these terms inside the brackets by cx minus ax, as you can see over here. I'll then transfer the terms involving W1 over onto the left-hand side, and take this px term and put that on the right-hand side.
Oh my god.
We can then reduce these two W1 variables to just a single W1 variable by enclosing all of this here in brackets.
Oh my god.
To complete our task of isolating W1, we can now just divide through by this bit highlighted in red.
Oh yeah, so easy.
We can now, of course, substitute this expression for W1 into our equation for W2.
Oh yeah, of
to
course.
be able to find the value of W2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
With these two equations, we can now say that point P is inside the triangle if W1 is greater than or equal to 0, and W2 is also greater than or equal to 0, and W1 plus W2 is less than or equal to 1. Alright, that is everything for this video. Cheers. Equal to 1.
Now, obviously, I could have came up with this on my own in like a stream, you know? It would have been trivial, but we would have got there. But maybe I'm in a little bit over my head in the math department for collision, because holy shit. Maybe I was dumb. I thought a point in a rectangle would be super, super simple, okay? And like two rectangles colliding would be the hard shit. But wow, that's a lot. Oh my god. It is simple though. Don't butter me up. Oh, jeez, I'm stretching. Oh, okay. Holy shit. Okay, this is hard. Okay. I think what we're gonna do... We're not gonna copy that. I think we're gonna go for the first equation. I kind of get it, but it's definitely out there. Ah! That was so loud. Fuck, sorry. That hurt my ears more than it hurt yours, trust me. Never mind, it's not simple. Okay. This is why people try to convince you to use square and circle. Polygon is harder than those. Yeah, but like, we're gonna have to learn it at some point, right? I just didn't think it was this involved. I thought if you were testing a point in a triangle in 3D space, it would like be trivial. Like, I thought it was just like nothing. But now it's like, oh God, it's so complicated. So why is this very slow? Why is this example that he doesn't even give an example code for, where it's like, if a point is in a triangle and the sum of angles is 2 times pi, then the point is inside the triangle? What is wrong with that? 3D would be even more complicated, right? Oh yeah, much more, but we're not doing 3D. I'm only interested in making 2D games. But why is this a problem? Udake, hello, thank you for following. That's appreciated. Yeah, but it extrapolates out to 3D pretty directly. Oh. So why is that slow? To be fair, you do need to find square roots, don't you? You would need to find the square root, and you would have to do it multiple times because you're finding the sine and the cosine of... No, you would just be doing the sine. Wait, hold on. If it's a point in a rectangle and you're finding the angle, you know the hypotenuse. Well, you know all 3 sides, actually. You're just finding the angle. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see it. It works, but it's very slow. I just don't understand what makes it very slow. It must be like all the division, huh? And here, the point of all this is to avoid square roots, arc, cosines, strange projection. I kind of get that. This is like not 3D, but it's getting into the realm of 3D. That's the video we watched, right? Is like this formula. Solve one equation for the variable, substitute the other, or if you're lazy like me, fire up a Mathematica and save yourself from handwriting. So this formula that he's writing here is exactly what the video was just talking about for like 2 vectors in the triangle that find the center point in the triangle, and if it's greater than 1 or less than 0, it's not in the triangle. That's why they do that. I'm not gonna copy and paste. That's not what we should do here. I'm just debating in my head about what we actually do for now. I kind of just want to do this really slow kind of find for point and triangle or point and rect. Well, it's even worse for rectangles because then you have to find another square root. Yeah, I think we're gonna do the slow option, and if performance ever takes a hit for whatever reason, then well, sorry, I dropped my armrest. Then hey, we know where to improve, you know? We'll profile it, as everyone says, and I have never done. So now that we know our solution, what do we do here? I think we're not gonna make the min and max element thing. I don't think this has anything to do with what we want. I think what we do is we want to identify the 4 vertices of, hold on, I'm thinking. Sorry, I've been so tired. I had a headache yesterday and we ended stream early because I was so tired. Now today I'm tired. So we have 4 floating point values that make a rectangle. Our point is going to be in the rectangle, and in a side of a rectangle, that point, if you were to draw imaginary lines to all 4 corners, it would have 4 angles that would equal 360 degrees. How would I even implement that? Well, you wouldn't find the min and max element for sure. And even making these arrays. I once tried to use the Quake invert square root and try invert for that square root, and it's hilariously inaccurate when the result is greater than around 1.5. I heard that infamous like Quake inverse square root thing was not super accurate. It was actually just, it was just like a really quick estimate, which is all they needed it for, but it wasn't like super accurate, you know? Quake invert was not even made for something that was normalizing vectors for shadows. Quake invert was not even made for that. It was for normalizing vectors for shadows. Yeah, kind of figured. It didn't need to be accurate, right? So I think what we're gonna do, since this is totally wrong, I might just delete the whole thing. Let me just make sure it runs before we start. Okay, so we're gonna recreate what just happened. Our hero gets collided with and it turns transparent. The goal is, boom. The goal is to draw our new collision thing and have it not like lag. So, oops, I just pressed the button. Okay, boom and delete. Okay. Okay, so we still have this, which is good. That means whenever we test for collision, it's really, really close to the hero. Yeah, I just want to see how accurate it is. It is fun to learn about IEEE 754. Internet Explorer? Okay, so we have two. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me bring out paint here because I'm trying to think about how to approach this problem. So we have a rectangle. This rectangle will then contain a point. That point, if you were to draw an imaginary line to every vertices in here and added all the angles together, it would be 2 pi. That means it's inside of the rectangle. Now the question is, how do I find those angles and what parts of the triangles do I need to find? Well, we know the length of this and we know the length of this and this and this. So we have the hypotenuse, right? What we don't know are these angles. No, we do know those angles because we know the XY value of this point and we know the XY value of this point. So we actually do know all 3 angles. So if all I want to do is find this specific angle here, I would need to use the hypotenuse and one of these to find this angle. Wait, does SOHCAHTOA work for non-right triangles? I don't even know. No, it doesn't. Oh my god, wait, hold on. Do I need to divide these triangles again? Like that? And then find all of these? And then adding all of these angles together? I could do that. That wouldn't be hard, because then you would just take this XY, extrapolate it up or something. No, I don't. Or no, it's not only right triangles. The law of sines or cosines, maybe? What, like the sine of that minus the cosine of something? Oh god, the math! Oh god, my greatest weakness! Oh, trigonometry! Shit, pay attention to trigonometry, kids. So if I wanted to find this angle here, how would I do it? I mean, I could, but I don't need to like make these 2 right triangles, right? It's not something I need to do. Because while I could find the angle, knowing this is a right triangle, what I would do is SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. So the sign would be opposite. And hypotenuse. No, this would be opposite and hypotenuse. This would be opposite and hypotenuse. I think that's what it is. So this would be the sine of these 2, I think. But I don't need to do that. I could find the whole thing with this triangle. Don't all triangles have to be split into like right triangles to find like the angles they should be at? For cosines, you need 3 lengths of the triangle. Oh, that's fine. So all I need is these 3 links and then I just find it? No way, right? Hold on. Wikipedia. Hold on, you know what? You know what?
In the last video, we had a word problem where we essentially had to figure out the sides of a triangle, but instead of just being able to do the Pythagorean theorem and because it was a right triangle, it was just kind of a normal triangle, and it wasn't a right triangle, and we just kind of chugged through it using SOHCAHTOA and just our very simple trig functions, and we got to the right answer. What I want to do now is introduce you to something called the law of cosines, which we essentially proved in the last video, but I want to kind of prove it in a more, without the word problem getting in the way. And I want to show you, once you know the law of cosines, you can then apply it to a problem like we did in the past, and you'll do it faster.
Okay.
I have a bit of a mixed opinion about it, because I'm not a big fan of memorizing things. When you're 40 years old, you probably won't have the law of cosine still memorized, but if you have that ability to start with the trig function.
This guy doesn't sound like a law school professor or something. This guy sounds like he's in college, but it's okay. That's Khan Academy for you.
And just move forward, then you'll always be set. And I'd be impressed if you're still doing trig at 40, but who knows? So let's go and let's see what this law of cosines is all about. So let's say that I know this angle theta. I know this angle theta. And I know, let's call this side, I don't know, A. Let's call this side B.
Okay.
I'm being a little arbitrary here. Let's call that. Oh, actually, let me stay.
144p video. How can you even tell? Also, it's 240p. And this video is 16 years old, so show some respect to your elders, okay? This video is older than some of you watching this right now.
Of the side. So let's call that B, and let's call this C, and then let's call this side A. So if this was a right triangle, then we could have used the Pythagorean theorem somehow, but now we can't. So what do we do? So we know A. Well, let's assume that we know B.
Okay, so the whole thing here is that we're finding this is what we want. So we're trying to find theta in a point in rect function where we're just testing if the point is in the rectangle. Once we know how to find theta, we can do this 4 times. And then if that number of those 4 thetas added together is 360 degrees or something very close to it, then it's in the rectangle register collision, I don't mind if this is expensive because we're not going to run it that often, but still.
We know C, we know theta, and then we want to solve for A. But in general, we can, as long as you know 3 of these, you can solve for the 4th, and once you know the law of cosines. So how can we do it? Well, we're going to do it the exact same way we did that last problem. We can drop a line here to make, oh my god, that's messy. I thought I was using the line tool.
Oh my god, that's messy.
Undo.
Khan Academy, award-winning YouTube channel, by the way.
Undo. So I can drop a line like that.
Okay.
So
well, there's our right triangle.
Triangles. And then once I have right triangles, then now I can start to use trig functions and Pythagorean theorem, etc., etc.
So he's going to find the opposite by using... Oh, I see what he's going to do. He's going to get the... So he's going to find the cosine of C and B to find, or C minus B to find theta or something. And then he's going to use this over here to find, oh no, you can't use C. This is like a right triangle that cuts it off. Oh shit.
So this is a right angle. This is
oh no, you can use the Pythagorean theorem. Oh shit. So it's oh fuck, this is so complicated.
So what is this side here? What is let me pick another color. I'm probably going to get too involved with all of the colors, but it's for your improvement. So what is this side here? What is the length of that side? That purple side?
We don't know.
Well, that purple side is just, we use SOHCAHTOA.
The law of cosines? Yeah, but it's like, listen, TV Josh coming in here, first time chatting, be like, hey, this is so simple. It's the law of cosines. I learned that shit in high school. Listen, motherfucker, okay? Some of us didn't pass trig, okay? This shit's hard, all right? Have some patience with me. get good skill issue. Oh, you dick. Listen, I'm watching Khan Academy, and whether you guys like it or not, all right? Welcome to the stream.
Right, SOHCAHTOA up here. SOHCAHTOA. So this purple side is adjacent to theta, and then this blue or mauve side, B, is the hypotenuse, right, of this right triangle. So we know that. Actually, I'm going to stick to one color because it'll take me forever if I keep switching colors.
Wait, so basically you just need to know if there's no overlap between the angles? Not exactly. So if those thetas all add together and make 360 degrees, then register the collision. But if the point is outside of the rectangle, then obviously all of the angles added together, theta, are going to be not 360. At that point, don't register the collision, return false, and that's really all as complicated as I want it to be right now. The problem is we need to calculate theta with the law of cosines, which I'm learning right now.
You know that cosine of theta, let's call this side, let's call this kind of subside, let's call this, I don't know, let's call this
D.
Thank
you.
Side D. We know that cosine of theta is equal to D over B, right? And we know
I want nobody to make fun of writing with my mouse when Khan Academy has this writing, okay?
Or that D is equal to what? It equals B cosine theta.
Okay, so cosine theta there is equal to D divided by B. Why is it divided by? Aren't all the SOHCAHTOA things is like, it's opposite? Is it really opposite divided by hypotenuse? No way, right? Adjacent divided by hypotenuse? Why is it divided? Well, I thought it was subtraction. Or is that Pythagorean theorem? It might be.
Now let's call this side E, right here. E. Well, what's E? Well, E,
all three are divisions. SOHCAHTOA. Oh, okay. It's always been a ratio. Listen, motherfuckers, I'm learning. Okay.
E is this whole C side. Oh, that's interesting. This whole C side minus this D side, right? So E is equal to C minus D. We just solved for D. So side E is equal to C minus B cosine of theta. B cosine of theta.
Okay.
So that's E. We got E out of the way.
Man, this guy's writing is terrible. Okay, so what he's saying, because he's substituting in like things in with each other. Oh God, that was so loud. Fortran, thank you for following. Thank you. Aw, that was nice of you. I've seen you around a bit. He's just proving the law of cosines. Yeah, what if you don't know what the law of cosines is? Have you thought about that? Okay, how is this going to help you? Because now I know how to calculate theta in a rectangle where we're going to be making four, I don't know what the fuck you call it, oblong rectangles or triangles, and not right triangles is what I'm saying. So now we know, well, at the end of this, now we know what formula we can use to find the four thetas to add together to make 360, to register a hit in our goddamn rotated triangle, because the last time I attempted this, I got it all fucking wrong, and y'all made fun of me for doing this shit on accident. Oh my God, just pull up the thing. There. This was my attempt at a collision of point and rect, and y'all were like, oh, you did his formula wrong, and then just like made a bunch of fat red squares over my rotated triangle. Be like, oh, look at this, you made it through the hit. Listen, all right, if you guys are gonna do that to me, I'm gonna do this to you, all right? Testicle triangles? No, that's inappropriate. Where's my here? No, yes, okay, sweet.
And what's this magenta side going to be? Well, let's call this magenta. Let's call it M for magenta.
Okay.
And,
that is not magenta, Mr. Khan Academy.
M
but
is
that's okay.
opposite to theta, and so if we what involves, well, we know it. We've solved for C as well, but we know B, and B is simple. So what relationship gives us M over B? Or
opposite hypotenuse. So, ka, to, Oh, so a sine.
involves the opposite and the hypotenuse. Well, that's sine,
Yeah.
opposite over hypotenuse. So we know that m over b is equal to sine of theta. We know that, let me go here, m over b, right, because it's the hypotenuse, is equal to sine of theta.
Okay.
Or that m is equal to b sine of theta. Right? So
Oh, is this how we get our like sine of thing minus cosine of thing? Is that how we get that? If Gooboy yes, echo hi Goldie. Sal's colors are beyond your understanding. Is his name Sal? He doesn't sound like at all. What?
figured out m, we figured out e, and now we want to figure out a. And this should jump out at you. We have two sides of a right triangle, and we want to figure out the hypotenuse. We can use the Pythagorean theorem. This Pythagorean theorem tells us...
Yeah, but you don't... How? Hold on. It's the... Oh! Oh, you're finding the Pythagorean theorem. That's all you have to do.
A squared is equal to m squared plus e squared, right? Just the square of the other two sides. Well, what's m squared plus e squared? Let me switch to another color just to be arbitrary. So a squared is equal to m squared. M is b sine of theta, so it's b sine of theta squared plus e squared. Well, e we figured out is this.
Your plus looks like a T.
C minus b cosine theta squared. Now let's just chug through some algebra. So that equals b sine b squared sine squared theta. Sine squared theta just means sine of theta squared, right? Plus, and
no, not right. Wait, what?
This out. Although I don't like using FOIL, I just multiply it out. But c squared minus 2 cb cosine theta plus
what?
b squared cosine theta. Right, I just expanded this out by multiplying it out.
Okay. It's so hard to read his writing. So plus 2 minus 2. Oh, I see. So it's I forget what you called it. So you are multiplying it by itself, but it's c times negative b cosine theta, c times negative cosine beta. So that's where you get the 2 there. And then you add, because it's negative b cosine theta multiplied by negative b cosine theta. So that's how you get the addition. Okay, now I get that. Okay. It's just the notation, Gary. That's what it means. Yeah. Listen, I didn't know that.
And now let's see if we can do anything interesting. Well, if we take this term and this term, we get that those two terms are...
Chat, you're in the way of Sal. Move.
Sine squared theta plus b squared cosine. There should be a squared there, right?
Here you go, much faster. Chat, I don't know if you caught this yet. If you're advertising something to me because it's faster, I am not that kind of person, okay? I had fun before the internet. Chat, it's 2.5 minutes, and there's 2.5 minutes left in the Sal video. I think we're justified listening to this. If I still don't understand it, we'll look at the other one. He's missing an a cosine squared on the last term. No, he's not. Wait, where would you get a cosine squared?
Squared it. B squared cosine squared of theta. And then we have plus c squared minus 2 bc cosine theta. Well, what does this simplify to? Well, this is the same thing as this equals b squared times a sine squared theta plus cosine squared of theta. Something should be jumping out at you. And then that's
square root
c squared minus 2bc cosine of theta. Well, this thing, sine squared plus cosine squared of any angle is 1. That's one of the earlier identities. That's just, that's the Pythagorean identity right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so yeah. It's the Pythagorean identity, chat. Jeez. Why'd you even question it?
We're left with, going back to my original color, we're almost there. A squared
What is
is
this
equal to-
math teacher ass line? It's like, okay, guys, just ignore everything else that's outside of this line. I just as I draw a little cave here.
This term just becomes 1, so b squared, we're just left with a b squared, right? Plus c squared minus 2bc cosine of theta. That's pretty neat. And
Chat.
this is called...
Wait, all that shit to get the Pythagorean theorem again, minus 2b cosine theta, 2bc cosine theta. Holy shit. Wait, is that it? That's the fucking law? It's the Pythagorean theorem minus 2bc cosine theta. The fuck? 6 days until I joined the 40 club? Hey, no shame in it. Bonjour, JRR. Hello. Me when I'm tutoring and I run out of space. I don't think it's being over-explained. Yeah, this feels like super basic. Just watch the video I sent you? Yes, that's the law. What?
Called the law of cosines.
Okay.
And it's useful because, if you know an angle and two of the sides of any triangle, you can now solve for the other side.
So all I have to do now is, because theta is always here, and we're always going to have these triangles in the rectangle, and there's going to be 4 of them. We just have to run this formula 4 times, solving for theta. Now, it's not easy because you still need to add 2bc. So hold on, I'm going to paint here. So what this is going to come out to, as far as I can tell, is what this is. I can't find a good angle here. Is what this formula is going to equal in my program, because we're solving for theta, is I think it's going to be 2bc cosine theta is equal to b squared plus c squared minus a squared. Is that what that's going to come out to? Listen, if Sal has bad handwriting, so can I. Is that what it's going to come out to? I think that is, right? Khan Academy, that's nostalgic. I never leveled up this far in math. Yeah, based. Welcome to the club. If that's the case, that's an easy thing to implement. Right. Oh, what's up with saying I'm right? Oh, shit. Hi, see you're doing math. Hi, Code Doyle. Hello. We're learning a little trigonometry. So I think this is what we're including here. So using the law of cosines, for any given angle theta where you know all 3 sides, our formula is going to be 2bc cosine theta is equal to b squared plus c squared minus a squared. That's our formula if we want to find a theta for a given triangle, and we're going to do this formula 4 times in order to find if a point is in a rectangle, because theta times 4 is going to be equal to 306, or sorry, theta plus 4. Well, theta plus, theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, theta 4 is going to be equal to 360. That's the goal. If it's equal to 360, there has been a collision. That's what we want to do. Okay, that answers my question. Okay, we have now learned it. Now, somebody said, watch this other law of cosines video, which I think is gonna, I don't know what else we need to prove here. I think I got it. Because it's 2bc cosine theta.
Suppose we have a triangle with sides of length A.
That was
B,
so fucking
and C.
loud.
And suppose that the angle opposite of C is called theta. The law of cosines provides a relationship between these four values.
I'm assuming theta can also be up here and there be no issues, right? I can move theta to any given angle of this rectangle or this triangle, and the law still applies.
To derive the law of cosines, we drop a perpendicular from the top of the triangle to the base, and that creates two sub-right triangles. The hypotenuse of the yellow triangle is b, which means that the height of that...
No, that doesn't work, because if your theta is up here, how do you divide this triangle into right triangles? Well, you can't, because A is the hypotenuse. Okay, well now that's kind of a problem. It's actually a problem because our theta is not going to be where this theta is. It's actually going to be, we're going to be creating a hypotenuse. In our rectangle, wherever our point is, we're drawing, we're drawing like 4 separate lines here from that theta. I hate paint. Why would you make me do that? 2, 3. So the problem is our hypotenuses are always where that right triangle is. It's there, it's there, it's there, it's everywhere. It's like that. So if our theta that we need to find, and this is the one we need to find, is there, oh my God, is there, or there, or there, or there, where all of them added together is 360, is that going to be an issue for our formula if the right triangle, like hypotenuse, is always where that's cutoff is? I guess that does matter because theta is going to actually solve for this. That's what we're actually adding together. I guess that's not a problem, really, because it would solve for that, it would solve for that, it would solve for that, and it would solve for... Wait, no, I got it wrong. It would solve for that, that, and that. I guess it's not a problem. Oh, it is kind of a problem because these aren't right triangles. Oh, shit. Watch the video. He explains it. He'll explain later. Okay, thank you. Based.
Yellow triangle is b times the sine of theta, while the base of that triangle is b times the cosine of theta. This means that the base of the blue right triangle is a minus b times the cosine of theta. But now that we have a right triangle pictured, we can draw squares off the legs of the right triangle and a square off the hypotenuse of the right triangle.
The fuck?
Like this. These squares have area b times the sine of theta squared, quantity a minus b cosine theta squared.
Yeah, this is the Pythagorean theorem.
And c squared. By the Pythagorean theorem, we know that c squared equals the quantity a minus b times cosine theta squared plus the quantity b times sine of theta squared. But now we can apply algebraic rules along with the Pythagorean trigonometric identity to see that c squared equals a squared plus b squared minus 2 times a times b times cosine theta. This is the law of cosines, and this means that we've used the Pythagorean theorem to prove the law of cosines. We can also plug theta equals pi over 2 into the law of cosines to prove the Pythagorean theorem, and that means that the two theorems are equivalent. You may be wondering if the diagram works when the angle theta is obtuse instead. Here is such a triangular diagram with sides of length A, B, and C and an obtuse angle theta across.
Okay, so this was my first question, is does that work? I think it does, but the formula is going to be different, right?
From C. In this instance, we can drop an altitude and then draw a horizontal line to build this right triangle. Inside this blue right triangle, we see a yellow right triangle with an angle pi minus theta. So its height is b times the sine of pi minus theta, while its base is b times the cosine of pi minus theta. However, we know that b times the sine of pi minus theta is actually equal to b times the sine of theta, and b times the cosine of pi minus theta is negative b times the cosine of theta. This means that the pictured blue right triangle has a height of b times sine of theta and a base of length a minus b times the cosine of theta. So we can apply the Pythagorean theorem again to get this exact same identity, that c squared equals the quantity a minus b cosine theta squared plus b times sine theta squared. Once again, algebraic manipulation will provide the law of cosines in this case.
What? Hold on, I'm sorry. We were working on fucking triangles. He threw in pi, and then pi disappeared, and now we have this formula. What just happened? Okay, c squared, that square, is equal to a minus b cosine theta squared. So that's the bottom one. B sine theta. How did he get pi out of that? Pi is like a ninja. Pi is in radians. He means 180 degrees. Why don't you just write 180? You know the degrees.
To build this right triangle. Inside this
Okay, so why not just say 180 minus theta? Why make that so complicated?
blue right triangle, we see a yellow right triangle with an angle pi minus theta. So its height is b times the sine of pi minus theta, while its base is b times the cosine of pi minus.
Okay, so sine of 180 minus theta, b cosine 180 minus theta. So now you have a minus b cosine pi minus theta, 180, fuck. Okay. How did he get b sine of this? Oh, because opposite hypotenuse. Okay, yeah.
Theta. However, we know that b times the sine of pi minus theta is actually
Degrees is for kids? Yeah, chat. Fuck. So much easier to understand, all right?
equal to b times the sine of theta. And b times the cosine of pi minus theta is negative b times the cosine of theta. This means that the
Okay. B sine theta is equal to b sine theta. Okay. Okay, I understand that a little bit. B cosine pi minus theta is equal to negative b cosine theta.
pictured blue right triangle has a height of b
Okay.
times sine of theta and a base of length a minus b times the cosine of theta. So we can apply the Pythagorean theorem again to get this exact same
Okay, so now in this step here, where you're trying to find this theta degrees with this imaginary triangle, you just drew a four-sided polygon.
exact same identity that c squared equals the quantity a minus b cosine theta
And
squared.
that's your answer? That's all you had to do? Oh, because you found out this theta. Oh, I get it. So this theta here, you found that value, and because you know this is 180 degrees, you just have 180 minus that theta makes this theta. Okay. That's how you get that formula. Okay, wow. Pi looks prettier, more professional, and delicious. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I'm a VTuber, okay? I'm the definition of unprofessional. Radians are less arbitrary than degrees. What? You need to look at the unit circle. Yeah, it's a lot easier to see on a unit circle. Chat! What is a unit circle? Oh, wait, hold on. Is a unit circle... Flashbang. Is a unit circle like this monstrosity where it's like you have a circle on your screen and then you have like this and this and this and this and this, and then you have like different definitions. So like this is 0 or 2 pi, this is pi, this is fuck pi divided by 2, this is 3 pi divided by 2, this is like fucking pi divided by 4. Is that what you're talking about? It's essential for game development? I understand this. Katie Bug, what'd you just link, Katie Bug? Oh, those are animated emotes. My chat didn't animate them. It's just a wall. It's just this. I was like, wait a second. What's going on here? Hi, Katie Bug. Welcome to the math stream where we talk about trigonometry. Yes, that is a unit circle. You can put degrees instead of pi too. Are you making fun of me? Are you making fun of me because it's easy to understand 180 degrees over pi, or like 360 degrees over 2 pi, or 90 degrees over pi divided by 2? Is this the argument for like the metric system all over again, where like clearly the imperial system is just significantly better than the metric system, but everybody is just in denial because sciences use metric? Chat, do I need to explain to you the real world application of an inch and not, 4 millimeters or whatever the fuck you people use? 4 centimeters? Yes, that is a unit circle, but really it's just a circle with radius 1. Its x and y coordinates are the sine and cosine of theta. Okay, well, I get it. I understand it. Now let's implement it. So this is our formula. So if the problem is we need to solve for theta. So now we bring out paint again. Let me just write this formula down real quick. Who just followed? Zeka is following. Thank you. That was really, really loud follow sound, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Zeka, have you ever seen a mecha? Huh? If you look at where 180 degrees minus pi, that's just measuring from the opposite side. So the sign will be the same, but the cosine will be negative. Hold on, is this the same formula we used for our attack function? So our floating value x is 2, which is the velocity of the bullet, times the cosine, sine the cosine of angle times radians? Or is this like a different thing? Hey, Zeka the Mecha, laugh out loud, joking. Oh. Well, it is, but you have to simplify it further. Okay, well, let's think about it then. So we have c squared is equal to parentheses a minus b cosine theta parentheses squared plus b sine theta parentheses squared. Okay, now we solve for theta. Now I know what you're thinking, Gary. Are you really ready to teach math? And I think I'm ready, okay? If we solve for theta, what that means is I can have a variable equal to those numbers because we know A, we know B, and we know C. We just need to solve for theta. So in that regard, what do we do? Could we not? Now chat, I don't know this that well, but could you not square root everything here? Square root, and just have C is equal to A minus B and all that? Is that not possible? C squared equals A squared plus B squared 2AB cosine theta. Oh, it's the cosine law all over again. Oh, it's this all over again. So it's negative 2AB. Actually, it is different. AB cosine theta is equal to B squared minus C squared plus, plus, what? Oh no, it is plus. I'm a moron. Oh no, I made that way too complicated. It's A squared plus B squared. That's why I was confused. Minus C squared. So that's our formula. Wow. No, because then you assume that C is positive. Well, because I added it there. This is gonna be slow. See all those square roots and cosines? Excuse me, motherfucker. I see one cosine. And if anything, remember, we have our boundary things. We're only, chat, how slow are computers really? Okay, is it really that hard on a computer to do like 4 divisions a frame? Where's arc cosine at? What's an arc cosine? Do I need an arc cosine? Yeah, no, this is right. Get cosine by itself so you can take the arc cosine. What's an arc cosine? Chat, hold on. I thought we just had to solve for the law of cosines, and now you guys are telling me about like the sequel arc cosine. What are you guys talking about? Arc cosine is cosine inverse. Why do I need the cosine inverse? To get the angle, that's what this is for. Chat, what are you just springing on me here? This is our formula, isn't it? You're gonna burn your PC, watch out. What? Arc cosine is equal to A cos equals inverse cosine. You need to find theta. Theta is the arc cosine of the cosine of theta. What? Hold on, chat. Hold on. In our rectangle here, boop, okay, in our rectangle, what is this formula actually solving for? If our main point, oops, that'll go across, that'll go there, that'll go here. Okay, in this rectangle, okay, if we're trying to solve for this theta, what would happen if we use this formula? What number are we actually getting? Let's say this number was like 100 degrees or something, and that's what it ended up being, was that theta was there. What happens if I use this to find that theta? Like, am I accidentally getting like this theta or something? You know how multiplication is like the opposite of division, and to undo multiplication, you divide? Where are we dividing? You guys are making this so complicated, and I think I'm right. We don't know. We just assumed you needed to know the law of cosines for some reason. I think I do. Inverse cosine equals... What? Inverse cosine of cosine of theta is equal to theta. Huh? Can you isolate the cosine first? I did isolate the cosine. This is isolated, unless you're saying I need to like multiply everything by negative 2ab. Am I really taking all this and multiplying it by negative 2ab and just making that not cosine? Yes. Your theta isn't a cosine, so you need to inverse cosine to get the theta out. Keep going, you'd get there. What? Oh my god. But if you inverse cosine, doesn't that inverse cosine all of this shit? Read my two messages one after the other. Arc cosine is like that for cosine. Yeah, I get it. You want to solve for theta, but doesn't cosine theta like this? Isn't that already isolated? If our variable was, you know, if this was v for this variable that we want to make that angle to add together with the other angles, if this was cosine v is equal to that formula, does that not work in the computer? Or do I have to actually specify v is equal to the a cosine of this formula? Is that really what I have to do? Isolate the cosine. Cosine theta equals... Okay. So you guys are saying that I'm not done yet. You guys are saying this should be cosine theta is equal to loop a squared plus b squared negative 2ab minus c squared negative 2ab. Is that what you guys are wanting? Or I guess if you're well, no, you do subtract anyway. I guess you could simplify that down further and just say minus c squared, multiply everything by negative 2ab. Is that kind of where we're getting closer here? Should be division. Why? Oh god, it is division. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh Jesus. Oh god. This divided by negative 2ab minus c squared divided by negative 2ab, which can then be simplified to just be minus c squared. Oh god, this is so much more complicated than what I expected it to be. You can drop the brackets on the right side. I think I already did that. Now get rid of cosine. Now get rid of cosine. So now we have theta. Well, we'll do it over here. Theta is equal to the, what did you guys call it? Asshole cosine? Inverse cosine? Was it acos? Yeah, it was acos. So now we have a cosine a squared plus b squared minus c squared divided by negative 2ab. Is that what I'm doing? That seems like a lot. That seems like a lot. So theta is equal to the arc cosine of negative value. A squared plus b squared minus c squared 2ab. Okay, well, it's the same thing. Negative here or negative here. It's the same regardless. You're multiplying by -1. Interesting. So that's our formula. Wow. That was so complicated. So now, to put that in the programming world, oh yeah, we were programming today. Our formula is going to end up being, we'll just say angle theta 1 or something, is equal to parentheses a times a. Oh no, wait, how do you do exponents in, oh god, how do you do exponents in fucking to the power of 2? I don't know if that works in C++. It would be better if we did that in a better formula here. There we go. That's what we want. Theta 1 is equal to a times a. Oh god. A times a, end parentheses, plus b times b, end parentheses, minus c times c, parentheses again. Yeah, so that's sets of 3 into there, divided by 2 negative 2ab, end parentheses, and all of that goes into a cosine float of this. That's the line. Oh my god, that is so complicated. Chat, that's gonna be so slow. Do you guys realize how slow this is gonna be? Computers cannot solve implicit equations. Yeah, obviously we're gonna change this up. We're gonna like give it variable names and all that, but like, holy cow. Arc cosine negative, yeah. Well, they can, but only if you tell them what they want. It's not going to be slow. Well, for my computer, because I have a water-cooled 4090, okay? I'll be just fine. It's you people I worry about. So we'll call this, I guess, find the theta. We'll return a float value. With the parameters of, we need, well, what do I need? I need all 3 sides of the triangle, right? Or no, it's a rectangle. Oh god, it's a rectangle. No, that's fine. No. It's not a rectangle. It's just 3 sides of the triangle. So I need an SDL floating point value. We'll call this A. Then we have a, we don't have floating points values, but they are floats. Float B1, float B2, float C3, float C4, where we're going to combine C3 and C4 into C. And this formula is going to end up going in here. We'll call it theta. So float theta is equal to that. And then we returned theta. Just get a magnitude of the vector? The fuck does that mean? Okay, but this doesn't even get where you want because you still need to find all the lengths. Oh, that's what we're gonna do now. Okay, so hold on. Before we do that, this is just finding what we need, you know? So, what are we trying to do here? So, float B is equal to... Wait. Wait, this is what I want at all. Oh no! Wait. No, these are points. This isn't even what I want. I just need lines. Oh God. Okay, float A, float B, float C. There. That's our, okay, beautiful. -2 times A times B, parentheses. Okay, holy shit. There, that's our function. Now we can find the theta. Now, those floats are lines on the thing. So now we just have the theta. We're just gonna call that a bunch. Okay, we're done with the math part of it. Now we need to find the length of the lines, which is represented by floats A, B, and C in the find the theta formula. Holy shit. Oh my God, that was so complicated. What's B and C? Well, now it's the lines. You should replace the -a b in parentheses, a -2 times A times B. Already ahead of you, bitch. The terror inflicted would be immense. Okay, so we have our find theta. Now we need to find the lines of those rectangles in that frame when this returns true. What does the game logic say? Call, attack, action, hero damage effect. Okay, so in our game logic, we already test for rect boundary. That's already tested for. I could make it simple and just have our test hero collision thing already call rect boundary, and if it's true, then continue. But I guess that's fine. It's the same means to an end. It's just a little more confusing if we do it like this. Okay. So, we're going to test hero collision, but only when rect boundary is true. So we can have an expensive process because it's only activated within 50 units of, you know, the hero object. Can you explain what are the lines in MS Paint? Oh, I would. Oh, no, here we go. These are the only lines we have. We don't have any other MS Paint things, do I? Nope, that was it. So the lines, are you doing a point rectangle collision test? Yes, Bunny. You, Bunny. Yes, Bunny, that's exactly what we're doing. We're doing point in rect collision. Boy, oh boy, this was harder than I thought it would be. So now we have our formula to find theta. We're gonna do that 4 times to test if that number is equal to 360. So we need to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to find 8 lines, or if we are inefficient, 12 lines if we don't want to repeat any values that we find before. And these lines are going to be what we feed into the find theta thing to add them all together. So we're going to end up with float theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, theta 4. Then we have float line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4. You know what? These can just be vectors. or STD arrays, I guess, because they're always the same. STD array float 4. And we're going to make this called theta. Thetas. And these are going to be equal to the values of nothing. And then we have STD array. Let's keep it really simple here and just have float. We'll say 12. We'll just we'll repeat multiple formulas for the same lines, but that's just for simplicity's sake. We'll call this lines. Now, those lines we need to calculate, right? Can you explain what are the lines in MS Paint? I already threw it away. So first, our first 4 lines should be the outer parameter of the rectangle, right? Which will always be our hypotenuse, which is C. I am 99% sure it should be C. So C, the final float value here, is gonna be that. Now, our lines are gonna be dependent on the hero M collision floating point value and the bullet floating point values for the corners. So I guess our question is, how do I find the line? That's the hard part, right? How do we give the computer a line? All a line is, as far as the computer is concerned, is just a distance, right? That's all I'm giving it. So if it's a distance, how do we combine the difference between the X value and the Y value of an object? It's a distance? Well, it's not that easy because it's only one value. If you have like a flat, like X equals 4 or something, then yeah, that's a value of 4 units on the X axis. But what happens if you have an X value of 4 and a Y value of 2? Then you would need to use the Pythagorean theorem to find, I'm gonna draw this out for you people, okay? Because I think I'm correct. So basically, if you have a line that goes like this, of this length, you could say this is 4, and that's easy enough, right? But what happens if it's a diagonal line? Now we have an X1, comma, Y1, and an X2, comma, Y2. How do you find the length of the line? So I think what you have to do is find the X difference, find the Y difference, and use the Pythagorean theorem to find C squared. That's what you have to do, right? MX plus B? What does this look like? Acceleration to you? That's like the theory of gravity or something, right? Distance is equal to the square root of x squared minus x1 squared. Yeah, that's what you're describing, right? It's the Pythagorean theorem. Yeah. So this is C squared is equal to x1 minus x2. Actually, you'd probably do x2 minus x1. That doesn't matter. Is there any absolute values in this chat? Does that matter? It probably should, right? Is it like the absolute? Oh, I guess it's squared anyway, so it's not gonna matter. It's gonna be positive regardless. No, that's a formula for a line. Y equals mx plus b. Do you have a Discord for the community? Yeah, below the stream I do. Below the Twitch stream, there's a wee little link right there. Easy peasy. Somebody PM'd me. Hello. Hi, I'm Gary. What the fuck? Gary the Goo Boy. And I am streaming live. How can I help you? This motherfucker's PMing me while I'm goddamn streaming. The balls on this man. Okay, where was I here? Okay, so now we have that. I think what we're gonna do is, yeah, we need to find the square root of C squared and all of this. Okay, that's fine, I can write that out. So now, float, find length of line. How about this? Find length. This will take, it needs 4 floating point values. So float A, float B. How about this? A1, float A2, float B1, float B2. And then float length is equal to the square root of, oh, double square. Is there like a float square root? Oh, square root float. Thank you. Of A1 minus, or no, it is minus B1. This goes in parentheses. And we're going to multiply it by the same number. And then we're going to do it again. Except these go in parentheses. And now we copy, we paste, and this is going to be plus. This is 2, 2, 2, 2. So this is my formula, right? Where the length of the line, and then we return length. Return length. So the length of a line is equal to the square root float value of this A1 minus B1 squared plus A2 minus B2 squared. And that's equal length. Okay, I think that's right. Don't you need C squared anyways? I don't think I do I? Because C squared can be simplified as C is equal to the square root of whatever the other side is, right? Although I guess if you wanted to do less computer resources, but we're not there yet. We're not optimizing yet, chat. We're just given formulas, right? So these are our 2 formulas. So now lines spot 1 is equal to find, or should we do this into a loop? We probably should do this in a loop, right? So for, oh God, sorry, accidentally compiled. For I is equals 0. Sorry. Int I equals 0. Gary, just use a ranged for loop. Yeah, well, if I knew how to do it. I is less than 4 plus I. Lines bracket I is equal to find length with the parameters of 4 floating point values. So this is just going to be different angles of the rectangle, right? It's the square of all the distances? No, it's not. I don't think. Oh, no. You're thinking of like how to find the central point value. That's easy. That's just wherever hero is. Hero is the central point of that triangle that we're going to be finding the thetas for. That's all that is. In this case, we're just doing 4 lines here where we find the length of what 4 parameters? We're not even close to finding theta yet. How do I do this in loop form? I know I could write this out super easily, but if I wrote it out super easily, we might be having issues with like repeating myself a lot. I'm talking about the thing you're trying to find. I don't even know what I'm trying to find, all right? Use of ++i over i++ loop hurts me slightly. Shadowcat I love your name. You sound like a VTuber. I think this is the more correct number to give. I think you should be doing plus plus I. Obviously for integers, it's not going to make much of a difference at all. I don't even think it matters. But if you do anything else, I think plus plus I is superior. Try not to loop first. You can refactor later. Oh, it's going to look so ugly though. Ew. Okay, chat, I have permission from What's Up and he's a programmer, all right? Line 0 is equal to find length bullet dot const or m collision dot or fuck 0 comma 1 comma, just copy and paste this. Okay, you guys asked for this. And then no, this is not true. Oh yes, this is true. This is first point and then second point, which is 2 3 semicolon. Okay, now we copy and paste. Boom, boom, boom. This is why I wanted a loop. So 1 2 3. Now this is just going to be the outer perimeter of the rectangle, right? So then we have 2 3. And I'm pretty sure plus plus I gets optimized away in the compiler anyway. It doesn't matter for a loop in this case. I'm just used to I plus plus. Ha ha. This man throwing out a ha ha. Oh baby, you are like 35 years old. All right. I know an MSN Messenger user if I see one, okay? And you don't see that as an issue? Panic. Maybe pass an array instead of float A1, B1. Nah, I think we're fine. I think we're okay. I don't think we need to pass the whole goddamn array. Ha ha. The compiler optimizes it, but if you look it up, plus plus I is technically more efficient. And that's what C++ is all about, right? Being technical. All right, so we have 2 3. Now we have to be careful because you would think 4 5 or 6 7 would be... How the fuck did we do it? It's top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right. That's how we did it, right? So we need to compare 2 3 with 5 and 6. Oh no, sorry, with 6 and 7, excuse me. 7s are the Y values. The odds are Y values. Then we have 6 7 compared with 4 5. And then we have 4 5 being compared with, I know somebody just followed, sorry. Shadowcat's following. Oh, the MSN Messenger user. Ooh, okay. So now this is our outer perimeter of our thing. So this is C. That's just for me. This is just C, just so I know when we do our formulas later. Now we need to find the A's and the B's, which means it should go whatever. It's fine. Listen, it's my goddamn program. I can organize it however I want, all right? Okay, so now we have A. Now A is going to be something. Colon D XD. Flow line 1 is equal to find length, hero collision, bullet M, what? Float line 1 equals find length. Wait. Line 1 equals find length, hero collision. Oh, those are the rectangle dimensions. Maybe just 2 numbers? Well, yeah, it's the rectangle dimensions, X and Y values of each point. So this is just the perimeter of the rectangle. Now we do... We need... Wait, how many lines do we need? We need 3 lines per thing. Oh, never mind. We don't need 12. We need 8. You're right. I don't know why I had 12 there. I was thinking we had to recalculate everything multiple times, but that's okay. So we still need A and B. But if this is the perimeter, I guess it doesn't matter what A and B is. So we just A, B. And we just have to do it on a per user basis. So now we have lines, bracket 4 is equal to find length Now we're gonna do the hero is gonna be the X and Y values. So hero dot M collision dot X. Hero dot M collision, because it's a floating point value. That's why it's the heroes there, what it is. And then we have bullet. Then we have these two basically. Copy paste and then semicolon. Then we copy this. Boom, boom, boom. This is why I think we would have benefited from a loop there. And then we just have some number in there where when it's equal to 4, then do the second part of it or something. So now we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Okay, so now we have all 4 lengths of the rectangle. We have our outer perimeter, which is always C, I think, because it's the hypotenuse. And then we have our inner perimeters A or B, depending on which line you're gathering. So now we need our thetas. Our thetas. What are our thetas? So now we need find thetas bracket 0 is equal to find theta parentheses float value A, float value C. So this is where we start getting our lines array. Wait, Gary, what are you doing? Let the man cook? Yeah, I'm cooking, boys. Listen, we're cooking some gravy here with some delicious stuffing. All right, so let me stuff my foot up your ass if you keep complaining. Okay, I think we're right here. So we have our 4 lengths of the perimeter, our 4 lengths that from the perimeter vertices into where the object is in the rectangle or nearby, could not necessarily be in it. Now we're going to find the thetas and fill that array using these lines, brackets, arrays. So now we have point A, point B, point C. So theta 0 is going to be the one where we go to the top left rectangle of the rectangle, wherever that is. So we just need to make sure that each one is different. So point A, that is the one going from the center of the rectangle to the top left of the rectangle. Correct? I think so. So we want lines 4, comma, lines 5, comma, then we need a third one, and that is line 0, because that is the very top left to the top right of the rectangle. So that is our first theta. Okay, wow, this is going to be such an expensive program. This is going to be so expensive. Okay, so now we copy and paste. Boop, and boop, boop, boop. So now thetas 1, 2, turn off insert, 3, bracket, space. Now we have lines 5 and 6, which is now the right side, correct? No, it's not. I need to switch these. This should be 6 and 7. This should be 4 and 5 because that's how we draw our rectangles. Now we're going to do lines 5, which is going to be equal to line 6 and lines 1 for this because it's going top right to bottom right. And then we do the same thing here. So line 6 and 7 is equal to 1, 2. And lines 4 and 5 and lines 7. So that's the difference there. Lines 3. So now we have the same 2 lines to compare. No, wait, it should be 7. 7 and 4. That's what it should be. Okay. I think I did that right. Okay, wow, that was so complicated. Nearly everyone in my algebra, geometry, trig, and calc courses. People tried to say we didn't need to learn math in school. Oh, these are the rectangle dimensions? You needed all the math when we're doing game dev? Yeah, we're learning that. So what are you gonna do with the thetas? Oh, now we're gonna add them all together. So if theta bracket 0 plus, hold on. If theta's bracket 0 plus that, plus that, plus that is greater than 1, no, is equal to 360, no, does not equal 360. I think that's a better way to do it. Then do this. And this is going to be theta's 0, 1, 2, 3. Return false. Else return true. That's ugly. Ew, I hate the default syntax. Okay, hold on. Delete this. There. Okay. Boom. Ugh, it's so ugly though. I don't like that. There, that's better. Okay. I think that's what we want. Right? 360 equals 2 pi? Yeah, because we're not converting to... Right? We're not converting to... Wait, does this need to be 2 pi? Hold on. Oh god. Wait, are we not converting to radians when we do this? Or are we? Oh fuck, you're right. Cosines would account for that, wouldn't it? Ugh. So let's do another one here. We'll do float result is equal to this if result is equal to result times 180 divided by m pi if result. There. Have I successfully converted it to degrees? A cosine float returns what? It returns a float value. Gary went on a tangent about the law of cosines and nobody could stop him until he implemented it this way. What? I think I was correct. Is there anything wrong here? Hold on, we're gonna render this. It's gonna work. Didn't work. What happened? Equal conversion from double to float, possible loss of data. What? What do you mean double to float? Find length identifier not found. Oh, I didn't. Oh my god, I didn't prototype it. Hold on. Copy, paste, semicolon, copy. You think this shit would be automated in 2023, huh? All right, now go. Okay, moment of truth. Is it gonna work? And it worked. Oh shit. You guys are jealous. I got this shit working on first try. Hold on, let's just bask in my glory for a second. If it goes transparent, there was a collision. Oh, chat. Oh, it feels good to be king. Feels good. Oh, you need to do a better test. Make a big bullet that doesn't move. Okay. We'll do one bullet. Its speed will be don't know what I just clicked on. Its speed will be 0 and 0. Go. Okay. Ooh, no collision. No collision. No collision. And collision. Oh, chat. Oh, baby. Make it bigger and at an angle. Oh, that is kind of based. Okay, you're right. You're right. We'll render the collision rectangles now too, which I think I just commented out. Yeah. Okay, so we have our drawn things. We're going to make the bullets way bigger. So we need... I should have like a test file or something to test this shit. Bullet star size, we'll go 64 by 64. We'll shoot out 3 of them. So they all shoot at an angle. And we'll make the actual attack go really, really slow. All right, go. I mean, they are rotated. Okay. It's hard to tell. I can't tell. I can't tell. Okay, hold on. We need less. We need bigger bullets and we need less bullets. Okay, bigger bullet. 128. By 128. And our game logic, we're going to shoot one every 3 seconds. Okay, now we're going to start cooking with fire. Boom. Okay. Oh, no collision. Okay, okay. Chat, I think this is working. Boop. You know what we need, chat? Let's just solve this right now and nip this in the bud. Can I make my bullets transparent? It's something I needed to do for a while. There's a way to do that when we render, right? Floating rect, renderer flip. No, that's like a texture thing. Right? Or can I just do that under bullets when we render? SDL set alpha? Set surface set texture alpha mod. Oh, based. Okay. So now we have our texture pointer. Oh, do I have to do that for all the bullets though? I bet we do. This is the texture. I wonder if we have to texture it, like set the alpha and then untexture it, because this is all the bullet collision, but it also contains our enemies for now. So we got to be really careful about setting the alpha. Make hero sprite transparent. Draw hero collision point on top of bullet sprite. We could do that. You know, it'd be easier if we just set the collision. We render the hero after the bullet. I think that might be easier, huh? So we just boom, boom, put the hero from, where did I grab him? From, that's the velocity of the enemy. I just had him in, oh, here. Just move that from here to here. So now he's rendered above the bullet. And then that's it for now. Now we draw a line from point A to point B. And I think we did that before by going under the attack module, or no, the collision module, right? We had like a draw line here. If that's true, return true. SDL. Oh, yeah, we had that instead of test hero collision. So now we have SDL draw line, SDL render line F. Render F line. Render draw line F. That's what it was. Which takes the parameters of 4 floating point values, which is list containers dot hero dot m collision dot x then it's dot y, then it's L bullet dot M collision bracket 0 and L bullet dot M collision bracket 1, and now we draw the line. Okay, go. Why doesn't this work? Lots of possible losses of data. Does not take 4 arguments. Oh, I need a renderer, sorry. App global renderer. Go. Okay, so now when we're close to the bullet, it'll like render a line. Okay, so that's the top left of the bullet. No collision, no collision, no collision, no collision. Oh, it doesn't actually catch the collision. I just saw that. Because we set the distance because we were so scared about performance, it actually doesn't test the far, because you can see there's a little line here between my hero and the bullet, right? What's happening is that that line only appears when you're actually actively testing for collision, which you don't do in the bottom left side of the rectangle. Yeah, so there's like a little gap there, which means we should be, under our collision thing, increasing the distance to like 100, which is better for finding that, but worse performance, because now you have to worry about yeah, you can see like multiple things are now square rooting and finding collision and all that, which is probably fine for now, but when we have like 500 bullets on the screen, yeah, our collision detection works just fine. What's the FPS? You can see on the top left of the screen here. Our current FPS is 60, which is 1000 divided by 60, which is 16.66 repeating. So it flickers between 16 and 17. So that our FPS stays at 60. We have no FPS issues so far. Why that font, bro? Oh, Crunchiest. I like this font because it's cute. Yeah. That's not the right way to get FPS though, right? Well, to display to the user, you would not use it this way. I agree with that. But if you're having like development, like I know what 16.66 means, right? That is the FPS that we are getting. That is our delayed FPS we put into the program, you know? It is nice that we can highlight all of these. No performance issues either. So no collision, diagonal, no collision, and then collision. Now you guys didn't see most of that, but indeed, if we were to get close to bullets of any kind, you see lines getting drawn for us testing for collision. We get close, no diagonal collision, we touch, diagonal collision. It's beautiful. It's done. It's done. We're done, okay? No more freaking collision boxes, okay? I want no sass. I want none of it, okay? We now have collision. Now let's get rid of the drawn boxes and see if, specifically this drawn box, and let's see if it still feels good. Does it look like I'm gonna get collided with this, I guess? This giant ass bullet. So that's where the collision box is. So we're testing for collision there. Whoop, 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 and pop. Yeah, that seems about right. I think that's fair. And whenever we highlight it, that's when we're testing for collision. We'll keep that on for now. Interesting. Okay, well, success. That was so complicated, but I'm glad we did it. We're done. We're done with collision, all right? Are you using RTSDC for calculating the frame time? No. We're doing it via, we have delta time. And the whole point of what we're doing here is that we're rendering to the top of the screen here, set window title. So we're using SDL's set window title function to grab the window screen, print delta time, C string. And that's all we're doing. That's all that number means. So we're just printing our delta time, the amount of time it takes to go from one frame to another in millisecond form. That's all that means. Do you think he does correct? I can't tell since he doesn't make the thing transparent. Yeah, I think it's correct. It looks correct. It feels correct. Diagonal, diagonal. I touch the corner, collide. Yeah, that feels correct. Do you think he does correct? RTDC Casey Muraturi fan. Would it help, chat, if I switch the bullet for you? Would that help? So here's the thing about these pellets, chat. These pellets have rectangle collisions that are exactly equal to the white rectangle on the bullet. See that dot? So there you go, collision. So you can see there, compared to where the line is drawn, the line starts on my character from where the collision box is. So we go up, we collide, and look, it collides as if it was right on the white rectangle. So this is correct. Why not point not in the middle? Why is the point not in the middle? Oh, because all I care about is the whole point of that. Well, I mean, I guess we could change it. That little point to the center there, or not center. So Combs, hello. How about you? So Combs these nuts. The whole point of this rectangle thing is just so we don't have to test the hero collision, this expensive, very division square root heavy hero collision test. So we don't test every bullet on the screen. That line is just drawn to the nearest rectangle, and that's it. We guess we could make it where like the distance X and the distance Y is just a more complicated formula of division, but I wanted to avoid division explicitly in this case for that reason, where this is just a very, very lightweight, is something near enough to even bother with collision? And if it is, then do the expensive collision test. But this is just, are you near it? And I'd rather have just a subtraction there than a division. That's my logic behind it anyway. You can see the line when the hero is not transparent? I mean, I can switch it. Where's the line? Wait, no, I'm under the right one. So draw a line here. The problem is this draw line needs to go before the rect boundary. And we're testing per bullet initiation. So I guess I could just make the hero just, you know, I guess I could just make the hero less transparent than everything. So now it'll go over. Boop, see? Oh, beautiful. Look at this. So we're in the center, we're in the center. Ooh, not collided, not collided, not collided, and collided. Wait, what? There we go, collided. What happened there? Wait, did I just go under it? Okay, no collision, no collision, no collision. That was collision, because I touched it. Okay, that makes sense. Make it bigger and draw the collision box? Oh, chat, you're so needy. Okay, I will do both of those things just for you, just so we can test this, you know? Where's my pellet? Bullet pellet size, we'll make it 72 by 120, go. Bleh. Oh, look at those beautiful collision boxes, chat. Oh, it's so nice and wonderful. Ooh, look at these drawn lines. You know what, chat? I'll even do one more for you. I won't make them red. I'll make them green just for you because I love you, chat. All right. That should be 255 RG. So make them green. And here you go. Now you have green boxes. You can see collide, not colliding, not colliding, and colliding. There you go. It works. How can you test with all these inaccuracies? Chat! This is as accurate that it's passed. There's nothing else I need to test for. We have collision, okay? Don't be coping in my neck of the woods, okay? All right, it works. It's fine. Okay, what's next on the agenda? We have collision. We're done. I think that's, well, not all the collision. We still have to kill the enemy, but are we attacking with the hero now? I think that's what we're doing. So every time we left click, we call the attack hero thing, right? Because we have a hero function called action. So basically, whenever the player character does something, or whenever the user does something with controls, like move the mouse, press the button down, call different functions. So mouse movement causes the move function. Mouse button down causes the attack function, which is this. So now we're shooting out bullets. Yeah, that is an optimization most engines use for collision distance checking. Yeet. Can I look at the not equals 360? Sure. Here you go. Hold on, let me get a better view. There. How's that, chat? Is that the correct formula? Since floating point arithmetic is inherently not very accurate, that could be a problem. What's wrong with this? Isn't this beautiful though? It's so simple. I mean, it returned a successful collision and not successful collision. I mean, I guess I could try it where if it does equal 360, then return true. I mean, I guess I could try that and see what difference that makes. Okay, and I mean, it still collided. I mean, it worked. Is there any like negative test to this or something? Not collided, not collided, not collided, not collided. Oh God, that took a second. Okay, that was pretty slow, but we weren't doing it that way anyway, you know? Anyone thinking what I'm thinking? Should we do a near equal with an epsilon, or is this good enough? Well, how equal are we talking here? How equal are we talking here, you know? This feels accurate enough. I mean, I know it's a bullet hell, but sometimes it's, you know, chat, sometimes it's okay to be a little cheaty with it, as long as it's not like, doesn't feel buggy. But this feels like it would be accurate enough, right? I mean, how else would you do it? I mean, what other use for floats would we have here? I mean, we're not converting into float or anything, right? So a cosine float, does that not account for? I mean, I get like maybe we could return like 299. So you're saying if this doesn't equal like some range of like 299 or like 300, you know, 40, 59 through 361 or something like that. I know that would not what that would do, but like something like that where it's like some range. That's what you're saying we should be doing instead of just a flat 360. I don't know what I just did there. Oh, 100 range, right? I feel like that's accurate enough, you know? All right, well, anyway, I think we're good for today. I think what we're gonna do tomorrow is actually work on hero shooting. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be just an adventure. Then once we have hero shooting, we will have a very similar, because every hero bullet will be a point, not a rectangle, and enemies will be a rectangle. So we'll do something very similar for our bullets on the enemy, you know? I think that's what we'll do. Wait, that's collision rectangle. Collision. I think this is what we'll do. And then we'll do the same thing where we have our rect boundary on the enemy. We're gonna shoot out our bullets. It's gonna be like a shotgun blast, so you do more damage if you're up close, kind of deal. I think that'll be kind of fun. Why does everyone redeem B when the stream ends? Guys, it looks so ugly. Buzz, buzz, motherfuckers. Jeez, I sound like an NPC. All right, anyway, that's it for today. Did you guys see my new background yet? Hold on. We have a new background. Bloop, bloop. Not this. This is ugly. Wait, where's my next background? Next. No, not that. Next. No, not that. When's the new season for Made in Abyss anyway? I'm not a weeb, but like, you know, I've seen it. That is an actual lewd picture of Kindred. I just cropped it. Next. There we go. Hey, a little picture of little Kairi here. I thought that was cute. I was like, you know what? Chat would like this background. All right, everyone. That's all. That's it. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Give me kisses. All right, goodbye. Goodbye.